Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Your Sunny Arches, and I am Your Sunny Arches, and we are here today to do a love reading for Pisces men and Pisces women for the second half of May of 2020. Okay, love messages for Pisces men for this second half of May of 2020. So this reading will be done in two parts: men first, and then the women. Okay. Please keep in mind that I do read from the sun sign primarily, but you're more than welcome to check out your moon and rising signs and see how it all resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you now, it may at a later date and time, or it's simply not your message. Okay? And within due time, I may pick up your energy, and perhaps one day soon it will be a message for you. Okay? Remember, you are the one who's living and experiencing your life, so please make the best decisions for you. Keep in mind that this is for entertainment purposes only. So, you're living your life, live it and experience it in the best way for you. Okay? So, love messages for Pisces men for the second half of May of 2020. Love messages for Pisces men for the second half of May of 2020. Let's see what's coming up. There we go. Very soon. All right. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Probably have come to a crossroads of some sort and are currently undecided. But as always, with some meditation and prayer, that could probably help you figure out what it is that you really want. Since this is a love message, it could be in relation, not relation, but it could be in reference to a kind of person you're looking for, the qualities and characteristics that they should possess, the expectations you're going to have, their expectations that they may have for you, and what your intentions are, like what kind of relationship you want. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So I take it you may have children of your own. So you may have children with a significant other. You may not be together, hence the reason why you need to decide what it is that you want. But do keep in mind that you do deserve love. You are lovable. All right. Just because you have children with someone else doesn't mean that you can't live your own life. Right? Doesn't mean that you can't meet someone new, fall in love, and begin a brand new life adventure with them. All right. So it looks like you are going to get a new love soon. Someone new will be coming your way. But again, you need to decide very soon what it is that you want, Pisces men. Okay. And they do come across, make sure when you do meet this new person, make sure that you take the time to get to know each other. Okay, because as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, and it's not something you want to rush into. And the reason for that is because it is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So they may not come right now within these 2 weeks, but it's definitely something you need to start preparing yourself for if this is what you want. So I think within these next 2 weeks, you really need to consider what it is that you want and make those decisions, you know, and you'll be able to manifest finally the person um, that you want and who is best for you, who is the best match for you. Okay, and for your children as well. Yeah. And I think that's really important. And make sure that in the meantime, you're also showing love and affection to your children as well. Not to say that you're not, it's just, continue, all the great things that you're doing. Alrighty. So this is great. Pisces men, nothing really negative. You deserve love too. You got to make your decisions, set your boundaries and expectations, be realistic about it. Um, and that way you can manifest them into your life. So let's take a look at these angel tarot cards, and we'll get some advice on how to best maneuver this second half of May of 2020. What love advice do we have for Pisces men for the second half of May of 2020? Seven of Water. So a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. You think you have time, you think you have a ton of choices, you have all the time in the world to figure out what it is that you want, and you really don't. You have the very first card is very soon, figure it out. You got to figure it out. You got to make a clear decision of what it is that you want. So Seven of Water, um, you're in a state of illusion if you think you have time and if you think you have a ton of options. And you really don't. So narrow it all down to one and keep it moving. What other love advice do we have for Pisces men for the second half of May of 2020? So, all right. A lot of emotions here. So, Page of Water is, I think, yeah. So, the Page of Water, a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, and heightened psychic abilities. So, your intuition is going to be kicked into high gear, and yes, a new person is going to come into your life. You are going to receive or you could be the one who may need to communicate this to the other person, what you're feeling and what intentions you have with them, right? Eight of Air. Eight of Air is an illusion of being trapped. So you're very stuck in your head. You're kind of like, oh my God, how do I do this? But if you took a moment to just observe what's going on around you, to acknowledge the thoughts and doubts and fears that you are experiencing, that you're feeling, that you have, you'll be able to finally take off. When you do all that, you'll be able to start to come out of your thoughts finally, and then you'll be able to see more clearly, and take action accordingly, right? So that's the Eight of Air. You're just trapped in your own thoughts. You're whirlwind, in a mental whirlwind, and it's time for you to come out of that. All right, because you do have a decision to make, and you got to make it soon. Are you gonna make this move to this new person, or are you going to stay in the same position that you're in? Okay. And you think that there's not a problem. Be careful that you're not in a third party situation. That here's someone new coming along. You're going to venture in that direction, and yet you still have another relationship, other obligations. All right, or maybe because of the children, you feel like you can't really start something new, but you definitely can. But if you choose not to, that's also your choice. You don't have to. All right, you got to make the best choice for you. But it seems like this person it could be the one for you. And a lot. So really quick. Earth, awakening. King of Earth, awakening, Queen of Earth, and Nine of Fire. So we definitely have a couple here, and you guys are the bee's knees. So this definitely is the person for you in case you're still doubting. However, she may be defensive. You have awakening here. Says look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Awakening is equal to the hangman. So you need to look at the situation from a new perspective in order to finally get out of your head and realize that this new person or this person that you've already met, you've already started to get to know, is definitely the one for you, right? But she may be defensive because she can sense your hesitation. All right. Nobody wants to feel that way. Nobody wants to feel like they're an option. Okay. So you need to make that effort and finally get out your head and make your decision, decide what it is that you want, and go forward in that direction. And if you choose not to go in that direction, then you need to make that clear and explain why, because the person deserves that closure. And to realize that really in the end, and not to realize, but to know that, it's really not their fault. It's just you do have other obligations that you feel that you need to attend to more before you can jump into a brand new relationship. Okay. So good luck with that, Pisces men. That was a really interesting reading. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I'm rooting for you. I'm a sucker for love and all the romantics. So let me know how it resonates with you, and I, wish you the best of luck, and that you're able to make that decision soon. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe in case you decide to go on about the rest of your day at this point. And we are now going to turn to Pisces ladies. So we're going to do a love reading for Pisces ladies in the same way. Love messages for Pisces ladies for the second half of May of 2020. All right. Love messages for Pisces ladies for the second half of May of 2020. Alrighty. Love messages for Pisces ladies for the second half of May of 2020. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, here we go. I definitely need to see the next few cards. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. So this is definitely someone from the past who's coming around once again. You've definitely been in a relationship before with them. And you separated, broken up. But you're going to engage with them again because you believe that they are your true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. One more, please. So if you are single or casually dating, this person that you may have once had a relationship with is coming back. And They are a definite kindred spirit whom you have a very close emotional bond with, a loving bond, a very deep connection. And you do consider them to be your true love. And they you. One more card, please. I think that may be it. That was pretty straightforward. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There is a lot of passion between the two of you. There has been, and there still is. Neither one of you could really let go of this relationship, this bonding between the two of you on a permanent basis. And Pisces ladies, they are finally coming around. Okay, so let's take a look at some love advice cards. Love it to see how to best maneuver with this upcoming relationship. All right, look. Whoa, they want to talk. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna take that one. Too many cards here. So you have 6 of water. They are definitely a soulmate. I call it a kindred spirit just because there's so many different types of these very, and what do I want to call it, of these very strong emotional and spiritual um connections, right? That there are different levels, different names, different labels, and for the sake of time, and also I think because um when it comes to things like that, it all depends on what you believe in, where you are in as far as at your point in life, and your views on all of this, you know. So only you know what kind of connection this is. So I call it a kindred spirit because I think for me that kind of covers all the bases. It could be this is a love reading, so obviously this goes into the whole soulmate, and I know there's the twin flame as well, um type of relationships. I don't know if there's any other kind besides that. I know there are subdivisions of twin flames. I don't go into that. But again, that's all up to you. You know where you are on that path, so you can make that decision. Okay, so this is definitely a soulmate. This is definitely someone from your past. You've had this go around with them already a couple times in past lives and up until now, right? What other love advice do we have for Pisces ladies for the second half of May of 2020? That's a lot. All right, we're going to take it. We're going to read them out. Definitely a soulmate. Yeah, they may be coming in, or you may be viewed as coming in rather flaky, um kind of tactless with your communication. because you're not just going to let them come in and say, hey, open arms, and then that's it. No, you might make it somewhat difficult for them. Okay. Yeah, so don't make it super easy for them, but you definitely want to set, I think it would be smart to, draw some lines in the sand so that way they understand what boundaries they need to respect and what expectations you have. Two of fire. So you've definitely made the decision to go forward with this relationship. Ten of fire. And you feel like by finally having made this decision, it's this overwhelming feeling has no. By making this decision, you're somewhat overwhelmed, but you're looking good. Don't worry, you're going in the right direction. It is somewhat overwhelming, because at first you're thinking you're doing it alone. It's not that you're doing it alone. It's that now you have reached the independent status where you're looking good, on all the three-dimensional levels. You're looking good as a prospective soulmate, significant other, as the with as far as your work, you're making your own income. You're able, and you have control, and there's stability that you were able to develop on your own, right? And 13 is release, the end of a phase or situation, a spiritual transformation, and time to move on. So, while you're waiting for them and while you are in this time of separation, okay, there may be another decision that you do have to make. So, there may be, you may need to communicate something that others may not be so thrilled about, or you're going to receive this communication and know that you're going to need to make this decision and be prepared for what new adventures you may go on with them. And it may seem overwhelming for you. But with these two cards here, I think that with the Nine of Earth, you're going to come out of this okay. All right. And soon, once the two of you are together and certain things have been established, you'll finally be able to, the relationship will finally be able to go in the direction that you wanted it to go. But I think also you also need to go through some sort of transformation, because it's there's a separation for a reason, right? So the separation is that during the separation, there are certain transformations that need to take place in your life. And I think you achieving the status of the Nine of Earth is extremely important. Although you've made this decision to move forward in that direction and being independent, then it all seemed overwhelming to you, but you were able to um, create, right, that abundance for yourself. Okay, and you could possibly be an entrepreneur or beginning to become one. So this release is the release of the past, letting that go and understanding it was something, a process that you needed to go through, and a journey that you went on in order to be able to undergo the spiritual transformation, and personal transformation, both spiritual level and 3D level is what I'm referring to, in order to be able to change for the better, to bring the best you out. And now the two of you will be able to get together again, and hopefully this relationship will succeed and progress to the next levels. All right. Well, that was a very interesting reading. Definitely, soul flame. It's soul flame. Oh Lord. Definitely soulmate, twin flame type energies. Okay. I don't shy away from it. I just don't want to put so many labels on it. So that's why I use kindred spirits. I know it's another label, but for me, it just covers it all. You guys can, get in where you fit in on that. All right. Alrighty, Pisces ladies. Well, this was great. I wish you the best of luck, and I look forward to hearing from you and speaking to you soon. So until the next time, be safe and stay well. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave any comments down below. Until the next time, bye.